Hi friends, today we are going to discover what type of empath you are. In my first video, we talked about specifically what an empath is. So if you haven't checked that out, go back and check that out first and then discover what kind of empath you are in this video. So an empath, just to recap real briefly, an empath is someone who is a highly sensitive person and can take on the emotional or physical feelings of somebody else as their own. There are 15 to 20% of the world's population right now that are highly sensitive people. And chances are those highly sensitive people are empaths. So we have a lot of empaths out there walking around among us. I'm Ashley, welcome back to my channel. And my job here as a light worker and an empath is to help you discover how to use your empathic abilities and see them as a gift and not a burden, and unlock your inner spiritual badass to lead the life you desire. Let's jump right into it. Today we're going to be covering the 3 most common types of empaths to see what kind of empath you resonate with the most. Can you be more than one type of empath? Absolutely. I find myself that I resonate with a little bit of every kind of empath, but for me, I'm dominantly a physical and an emotional empath. But yes, you can resonate with more than one. So the first type of empath we're going to talk about is one of the most common type of empaths, and that's a physical empath. A physical empath is somebody that's able to take on the physical symptoms of those around them as their own. For example, you're able to feel the physical and emotional pain of those around you. Let's say that you go to meet up with a friend for lunch and you felt really great that morning. You got up and it was a great day, and you meet that friend and all of a sudden a migraine comes out of nowhere. You get this crushing headache and you're like, I felt fine. I don't know what's going on. And then as talking with your friend through conversation, you realize she woke up with a really bad headache, or she's been struggling with headaches. And then you notice when you leave your friend, that headache dissipates. So while you're with your friend, you were taking on that physical symptom that your friend had as your own. You were able to sense that and feel that. Also notice that you can pick up the physical symptoms of uneasiness or of emotional stress. For example, you're sitting in a waiting room at a doctor's office and all of a sudden you get a wave of anxiety and you don't know why. And you find out later that the person next to you was waiting on test results. So they were really nervous and uneasy. You were picking up that physical symptom of that person sitting next to you. But on the flip side, you also pick up the good physical symptoms of those around you. So if you have a friend that's always super bubbly and energized and fun to be around, they would make a perfect gym partner, because you're going to pick up that physical symptom of them and be able to use that to your advantage. Most physical empaths struggle with mental illness at one point in their life. They struggle with usually agoraphobia, which is the fear of public places. They struggle with social anxiety. Myself, I was diagnosed with agoraphobia and social anxiety and generalized anxiety at the age of 18, which is when I believe that I just tapped into this empathic ability, and it hit me at once that I didn't know what was mine and what wasn't. And that's the big problem for a physical empath, is discerning what is theirs and what's not theirs, and how to create that boundaries and how to ground themselves. Second type of empath we're going to talk about today is the emotional empath. An emotional empath is able to sense and pick up the emotions of those around them and take them on as their own. For example, again, like we talked about the physical empath, this can have pros and cons. So you could pick up the emotional feelings of sadness or depression of those around you, which might be really hard for you as an emotional empath. But on the flip side, you'll be able to pick up the joy and the excitement of those around you as well. Emotional empaths make great listeners and friends, and they're the people that everyone goes to for advice. On the flip side, they can be a magnet. They are a magnet for energy vampires. And energy vampires, that friend, we all have that one energy vampire in our life, a toxic person in our life that only comes to us to unload and vent to us and doesn't allow us to do the same in return. So as an emotional empath, we have to be really careful of those we surround ourselves with to make sure that there's an even give and take. And on the flip side, though, emotional empaths make great teachers, mentors, coaches, leaders, because they're so good at listening. No matter what type of empath you resonate with, you need boundaries. I'm gonna say it again. You need boundaries. This is the biggest challenge as an empath, and we're gonna cover this in another video, but today, just becoming aware of the boundaries that you don't have, or the energy vampires in your life that are around you, is going to be really beneficial. So start to bring in that awareness of things and people in your life right now. The third and last type of empath we're going to talk about today is the intuitive empath. An intuitive empath is someone who knows the needs of somebody without being told those needs. So the biggest challenge we talked about as a physical and emotional empath is figuring out what is ours and what is not ours, which leaves us feeling really confused. As an intuitive empath, we're able to pick up those things and people's repressed feelings and emotions, and not only, yes, we take them on as our own as an empath, but they are able to put the pieces together and they know what is theirs and what's not theirs. Because intuitive empaths can detect the why of a situation or the way the person's feeling, it's really hard to lie to an intuitive empath. Think of them as human lie detectors. And unlike emotional, physical empaths where we kind of hold back, I know for me, I hold back because I don't speak up because I know it's going to hurt someone's feelings. An intuitive person doesn't have that problem. They have no problem speaking up usually they're blunt. Usually they'll tell you like how it is. They make great friends though and great listeners, but they're also probably people you don't want to cross because they don't stand for having toxic people in their life. They do not let energy vampires in their circle. Physical and emotional empaths are usually considered introverts, while intuitive empaths usually consider themselves extroverts, and they don't have a problem expressing their feelings or beliefs to others. So as an intuitive empath, let's think of the intuitive empaths as kind of an umbrella. There's several different kinds of empaths that fall into this intuitive empath umbrella. I'm just going to go through them real quick to see if you resonate with any of these specifically. First up, we have the animal empath. The animal empath is, as you guessed it, is someone who can feel what an animal needs. These people are usually found in the animal field, vets, etc. Plant empaths. These are people that know exactly what a plant needs. They're your green thumbs. I am not a plant empath at all. I have no green thumb. I have a black thumb. But these are people that know exactly what their plants need. They love to be in nature. They're at peace when they are in their garden. Our earth empaths. These are people that are in tune with earth and feel everything. I'll say feel everything. I have a little bit of earth empath in me. My ears pop before a big storm. I don't sleep during a full moon. I know when a storm's coming, I'll get a crushing headache. But earth empaths feel everything connected to our earth times 100. You always hear those people that say, oh my gosh, we're gonna get a bad snowstorm because my neck is acting up or my knee is hurting. Think about that times 100. That's an earth empath. They're also really affected by pollution and corruption to our solar system, to our planet, coral reefs being destroyed, anything like that. They're going to be highly sensitive to and take on emotional and physical feelings towards what's being done to our planet right now. They're usually environmental activists. They will be the people that are definitely your green friends. So they're in tune with everything happening to Earth right now. Our medium empaths, these are people that can connect with our loved ones on the other side and are able to pick up feelings, physical symptoms of those who have passed on. Our dream empaths, these are people that have vivid dreams, and not only just having dreams, but they're able to understand and interpret their dreams to help guide them in their lives and others in their lives as well. Precognitive empaths, these are people that have premonitions or visions either awake or they can have them while they're sleeping. That's something that's going to happen to them or maybe those around them in the future. Lastly, our telepathic empaths, these are people that receive intuitive guidance in the present time about themselves or those around them. There you have it. There's a brief explanation of the most common types of empaths. I would love to know in the comment section below which one you resonate with the most. If you have a little bit of everything, let me know which you have a little bit of everything. And let me know in the comment section what your biggest struggle has been as you discovered that you are an empath. If you like this video, please give it a like, please share, please subscribe, and be on the lookout for more videos to help you unlock your empathic gifts and create a life you love to live.